Why does a tiny rock cost 3 months of your paycheck? Who decided that? And why do you believe it? Is a diamond actually rare? Is it actually forever? What if I told you neither of those is true and hasn't been for over a century?
Diamonds just aren't worth what we've been paying.
There's one company, one ad campaign, and one very deliberate lie sitting underneath every engagement ring on the planet. I'm going to show you all three. But first, a 5-second detour, because you need to know what this rock actually is before you find out why it's a scam. A diamond is carbon, the same element sitting in the graphite of your pencil, just crushed into a different shape under unbelievable pressure. Old volcanic pipes shoved these crystals toward the surface over millions of years. That geological accident is the entire reason we can mine them at all. Carbon is one of the most abundant elements on the planet. So here's the real question. How does something this common end up? For centuries, the only diamonds anyone saw came trickling out of Indian riverbeds, scarce enough to trade for silk, but nowhere near an industry. Then in 1867, someone stumbles on a strange pebble near a South African river. It turns out to be a 21-carat diamond. Word spreads. Within a few years, so many diamonds come out of that one spot that miners carve an actual crater into the ground chasing them. Which creates an unexpected problem. When a rare gem stops being rare, the price doesn't rise. It crashes. Mines start shutting down. That's the moment Cecil Rhodes walks in. 18 years old, practically broke, with a plan to fix this the only way he knows how. Buy everything. Stick with me for one boring paragraph of economics. I promise it's worth it. Normally, more of something means it gets cheaper. But squeeze the supply artificially, and the price climbs, even though the product itself hasn't changed one bit. That's not really a market at that point. And that dial is exactly what Rhodes wanted control of. With backing from the Rothschild banking family, Rhodes starts buying up every struggling diamond claim he can get his hands on. By 1888, it has a name, De Beers Consolidated Mines. Within a few years, it controls nearly 90% of the world's diamond supply. Problem solved. Until the 1930s, when the Great Depression hits, and suddenly nobody on Earth wants to spend money on a shiny rock. De Beers is left holding warehouses of unsold diamonds, so they try something almost no mining company had ever bothered doing before. In 1938, they hire an American ad agency and hand them a strange assignment. Stop selling the diamond. Start selling a feeling. The agency quietly plants diamonds into films, magazine features, and gossip columns until diamond and true love start to feel like the same word. Then in 1947, a copywriter named Francis Garrity finishes a late-night ad with 4 scribbled words. Those 4 words go on to become the most recognized slogan of the entire century and quietly invent the modern engagement ring tradition out of nothing. They didn't stop there. In the 1980s, the same industry invents a number, 2 months' salary. No history behind it, just a target for how much you should spend. But every cartel eventually leaks. By the late 20th century, massive new diamond deposits turn up in Russia, Australia, and Canada, completely outside De Beers' control. Their grip on the market, once 80–90%, falls to around 30% by 2010. The empire is unraveling. Then in 2024, De Beers' own parent company puts the entire business up for sale. A monopoly that lasted over 130 years, quietly done. And right as that's happening, something even more damaging to the myth shows up in labs around the world. You can now grow a diamond in a lab. Same carbon, same crystal lattice, same brilliance under light. Trained gemologists frequently can't tell a lab-grown stone from a mined one without specialized equipment because there is no chemical difference. The market's already reacting. Wholesale prices for lab-grown diamonds have dropped roughly 90% in just a handful of years. So, back to my first question. Why does this rock cost 3 months of your paycheck? It isn't rarity. It isn't chemistry. It's a 90-year-old ad campaign that never stopped running. One that turned a common mineral into a required ritual. That doesn't make the meaning fake, if it matters to you. But the scarcity behind the price tag? That part was never real. Forever was never about the diamond. It was about making sure you never asked why. Subscribe. I dig into stories exactly like this one.